Oh, look at that. A perfect set of unidentical triplets. Guten Yardening, everybody! Did you know that sweet potatoes are one of the most nutrition-packed, calorie-filled vegetables out there? And at a time when we're trying to avoid food shortages, we want to harvest as many of those delicious sweet potatoes as possible. And so we're out here in our front yard in space, about 112 square feet overall, where we've been growing a ton of different vegetables. We've harvested quite a bit from here, and today, in our little corner bed, we're going to harvest some of those exceptionally nutritious sweet potatoes. Now, I would say this little bed's about 7 or 8 square feet total, and in this bed we've grown marigolds, we've grown nasturtiums, peppers, we may even have a few beets left in here right now, and we've grown some really nice, well, we hope, really nice sweet potatoes that have not only added curb appeal, but that are going to help us as we try to continue harvesting and preparing for that winter season. So let's get started with our first ever in-ground sweet potatoes. This is a no-till bed, but I don't know how easy it'll be to pull the sweet potatoes out of here. Now, as I said earlier, we grew multiple vegetables in here, and we've got some nice golden beets still growing in here. Take a look at this. This one came off a little bit, but we've still got some beets in here. So here, this is a nice one. Here we go. So we're getting a multi-point harvest right now, right before the first frost comes in. Now, I just cut off one piece of one of our nasturtiums. It kind of resembles a sweet potato vine, doesn't it? But I don't know if you've used these as companion planting or not, but they are absolutely delicious if you like the taste of radish. Really nice flavor. Oh, look at that. Those are some really nice beets. Some multi-sown beets going in here still. Looks like a little bit of damage to this one, but wow. Those are beauties. Well, I can already see some sweet potatoes sticking above ground, which is exciting to me, although I'm not actually sure what the variety is. We had some slips left over, and we decided we just wanted to plant them. Now, the soil is a little bit tougher to get into, but I can tell you, just from this first one in here, it's got some nice size to it. There is no doubt in my mind. You know what? I really, oh, there's another one right beside it too. I want to avoid using any kind of utensil typically, but this might be a little difficult without a pitchfork. But we'll see if we'll see how much I can dig up out of here. But there's two really nice sweet potatoes already here. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to loosen it up. There we go. So we can see what's in here. And typically I try to keep the whole bunch together, but I'm just going to detach this one so we can see size-wise. That is a nice sweet potato. Take a look at that. Again, our first in-ground grown sweet potatoes. We had so many slips that we created at the beginning of the season that we had extra. And these are created from our sweet potato harvest from last year. All right, this one is another nice one. I can already tell. Oh, there's another nice one right there. Well, I thought I could loosen this up enough, but it is down in there. So I'm going to use our pitchfork to just a little ways from it, loosen up the soil here. There we go. Well, let's get down in here now. Oh, here we go. It's coming out. This feels really nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's exceptional right there. Well, I'm liking this in-ground growing. A little harder, but enjoyable. Well, I can tell you that it looks like we have two different varieties of sweet potatoes so far. Again, these were left over, so it's kind of a surprise waiting to get in here and see what we've got. All right, let's see if we can uncover what's here. I do see, once again, sweet potatoes sticking out. Yeah, I will say this is a good bit more challenging again than our raised beds. So we'll see if this is something we want to do in the future. But what we are doing is we're adding, again, to our overall sweet potato harvest. So that piece can't be bad, especially since we got that added bonus of curb appeal. Well, this plant looks like it has 3 really nice sized sweet potatoes growing up underneath. And what I have to do is be really careful. You know, if you pull on the sweet potatoes too much, the skin here is really thin. Even just using your fingers, even without fingernails, you pull on it too much or squeeze too tightly, you'll cause that skin to ride right off of there, which we want to avoid because we want that long-term storage life. It's what food security looks like, having food long-term. Wow, this is this is looking like some good size though. All right, let's see. Yeah, this one's going down in here. I'm gonna take the fork and I'm gonna lift up this side. All right, I've loosened up this dirt here. See if we can pull it away. We're probably a good 5 or 6 inches down now. And this one's not even, you know, you can tell if they're almost to the end because they'll move around a little bit. Neither of these are really doing much movement. I'm gonna have to clear out some more soil. All right, I've set this one free and I'm gonna pull it up and see just how nice. Oh, look at that. A perfect set of unidentical triplets. That is fantastic. There's one off to this side. It looks like it has some good size to it. And then it looks like there's some more right down in here. I gotta say, it's definitely much more challenging to be harvesting these in-ground sweet potatoes, but on a separate note, we did plant them a good bit later than the rest of our sweet potatoes, and they're still producing at this size. So, I mean, that's something to consider. Nice sized sweet potatoes. So in-ground might be the way to go. And if you've had experience growing in-ground versus containers, and you'd like to leave us a comment and let us know what your preference is, we would love to hear about it. Oh, we got a whole bunch right down in here, right in the middle. They've all become detached, but I think there's actually some, oh yeah, there's some good size in here too. So again, reach down in here, but yeah, the challenge is real with this. This is definitely making us work a lot harder than the sweet potatoes that we grow in our raised beds. But I'm liking the results. And we only planted a couple in here, so it's not like we did a huge planting. Now this is interesting, and I actually see this on 2 of our sweet potatoes here. There's some kind of damage. It almost looks like claws went across it, or a little bit of rotting. And I have no idea what might have caused that. If you've seen this before, or you know what might have caused this kind of damage, let us know in the comments. But take a look at the number of sweet potatoes that we just got from that one plant. That is great production in this in-ground bed. At first I couldn't see if there's anything growing on this one, but now I've got, oh, there it is. I've gotten down just a little bit lower, and I can tell, again, good production on here, solid production. It looks like there's gonna be some nice size to this. There's absolutely no way I'm getting down lower without the fork. Well, one additional benefit that I'm seeing, I mean, the nutrients in this soil are clearly there. And so I'm thinking that's why we're getting such nice production, or one of the reasons why we're getting such nice production from these few plants. Well, I've broken my first sweet potato of the day. It's a good thing I'm hungry for dinner. Yep, there's another one. I've got to loosen up. All right, let's see this next set here. A little bit smaller, but perfect single serving size. Maybe some sweet potato fries. Look at that, there's a whole bunch of them on here. Well, this clearly didn't have the same growth as some of the other ones, but looks kind of like a mini bunch of bananas. That is some really good eating right there. Got some nasturtium seed pods here that we're collecting. Look at that. Let's see if down in here, there we go, some more good growth coming in. This one, yeah, not huge. Not one moment of disappointment here today. This is all extra. At this point, these are all bonus sweet potatoes. Well, what we have here is a nice pile of sweet potatoes and a nice pile of beets as well. Well, these are the hands of somebody who's just been digging in the ground, and for you, Team Sweet Potato, we just added 8 additional pounds of fantastic sweet potatoes. You know, I'm sort of mixed on whether or not we should grow in ground again next time, because it is a much more challenging harvest, but at the same time, it's more sweet potatoes. Well, we hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give us a like, leave us a comment, remember to share and subscribe, and most importantly, remember, When you're with us, you are good to grow.